Hey everyone! Welcome back to Musicians Inspiring Musicians. My name is Caroline and today we have another one-string song video for you. So today we are going to learn how to play the riff from Hit Me With Your Best Shot by Pat Benatar using only the 5th string, which is awesome. So this is great if you are a beginner or if you just want to learn something new. I mean, anyone can learn this, even if you are super beginner and don't know too much, but you just want to learn a fun riff and something that's fun to play. So again, this entire riff is going to be on the 5th string, which is your open A string. And I'm going to teach you the notes that we need, tell you the frets that they are on. Before we get started, you probably will want to click the link in the description box, which will lead you to the sheet music for this. So we have two versions. We have just the sheet music, so just the notes on the staff, and then we also have the sheet music with the tab. So if you don't know how to read sheet music, we do have the tab, but we also put the sheet music with it in case you're trying to learn how to read sheet music, and it'll also have the rhythm with it, so it'll help you out. All right, so let's get started. This riff is kind of repetitive and it repeats throughout the entire song. So it's like once you have it, you have the main riff of the song and you just can kind of play it on a loop for fun whenever you want to play it. So we are going to start on the 7th fret of the 5th string, and that is your E. And we actually only need 4 notes for this song, which is awesome. I would start out with your pinky on the 7th fret on this E, just because we are going to shift down further and it will make it a little easier. If you're not used to using your pinky yet, or it's not very strong, I would still try it because it will kind of help build up the strength with your pinky and getting used to using it. So the very first note, like I said, 7th fret, is your E. Then we need 2 A's, so the open string twice. So far we got E, A. It's already starting to sound like something. Then the next note we will need is a C sharp. That is going to be your 4th fret of the 5th string. And I am using my 3rd finger, my ring finger, to play the C sharp. Now what's nice is, even though there's a little shift in this riff, you have that open A string, which gives you time to move down to where you need to go. And again, if you use your pinky, you're gonna have more time to move. You'll have less distance to travel, versus if I use my index finger all the way up here, and then I gotta move, you know, with your 3rd finger maybe to the C sharp, it's gonna take a little longer and might be a little harder to accurately hit. So that's why I recommend using the pinky on the E on the 7th fret, 2 open A's, and then C sharp on the 4th fret. Alright, so let's just try that. So E, 2 A's, C sharp, slowly. So 3, 4, 2, 3. Just like that. So that's the very first measure. If you have, hopefully you are looking at the sheet music or the tab to help follow along. I'm not going to go too much into the different rhythm notations, because if that's something totally new for you, I don't want to make it even more confusing. So this rhythm isn't too tricky, and it's a very familiar song, so I'm sure you know how the rhythm goes and can kind of start to play along with it. So let's try that again. You have E, A, C sharp, and let's add another C sharp. So, all right, at the end there. So E, 2 A's, 2 C sharps. All right, 3, 4. Just like that. Let's try it again. 1, 2. All right, one more time. 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Just like that. Cool. So you got 3 notes so far. Now we need to add in our very last note of the riff, which is a B. So a B is on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. So you're going C sharp on the 4th fret, with your third finger to B on the second fret with your first finger. So you don't even have to move your hand to get that, all right? So if I start on, if you're looking at the music, the second measure, so C sharp, B, B, you'd have, all right? So let's try that, just that measure. So you have C and then two B's, all right? 3, C sharp, sorry. 3, 4, C, B, B. All right, C. Good. So let's just put those first two measures together. So we go from, just a quick review, we're gonna go from the E on the 7th fret to open A, to C sharp on the 4th fret, to a B on the 2nd fret, all right? And we're gonna go slow. We're gonna do the first two measures, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. All right, good, good, good. Let's do it again. 3, 4. 1, 2. Good. One more time. Now remember, when you play the open A, use that to move down and get ready for the C sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So that's the first half of the riff. The second half is very similar. There's just a little difference at the end. So when you go back for the rest of the riff, the third measure, if you're looking at the music, it is exactly the same as the first measure. So you go back to this E, A, C sharp. So that's the beginning of the second half of the riff. So if we play the first half again, then we're going to go back to where we started and play that first half of the riff again. When you are ending the first half of the riff, you're on the B, your pinky's just going to go back to that E, so you're going to shift your hand a little bit. So I'm going to play it so you can hear what it sounds like, the first three measures. If you want to play along, you can, or you can just listen this first time, all right? And follow along in your music. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's like a little more than half of the riff right now. We're just missing the very end. So why don't we try that much together? So again, you're really just playing what you played in the very beginning again, all right? So slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so far so good. Now let's just add in the last measure and then we will have the entire riff, which is very exciting. So we ended on a C sharp. You're gonna need another C sharp, just like you did in the first half of the riff, 2 C sharps. You're gonna need 2 B's again, but this time you're gonna play 2 open A's and then back to B twice. All right, so if I play from the C sharp, if I play the 2 C sharps, and I'm gonna play the ending so you can hear what it sounds like. All right, so C sharp, C sharp, B, B on the 2nd fret, open A twice, and then B on the 2nd fret twice. So you're doing C sharp, B, A, B. So you can kind of think about that maybe a little bit in alphabetical order. It's just going down, C, B, A, and then back to B. If you think of it that way, it might help instead of thinking about like it's jumping around, because it's really not. You're just going down and then back up. So let's start with the first C sharp. So we'll do 2 C sharps, 2 B's, 2 A's, 2 B's, all right? 3, 4. That's it. Let's try that again. 3, 4, and 1, 2. Good, yeah. So now, why don't we try just the second half of the riff? So we're starting on the third measure on E, just like you do in the beginning, but then we're going to go into the ending that we just learned, all right? So you got E on the 7th fret, to the open A, to the C sharp on the 4th fret, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the second half of the riff. Let's try that again. 3, 4. Very good. One more time before we put it together. So, quick review: 7th fret, open string, 4th fret, 2nd fret, open. Back to 2nd fret. All right, so starting on your E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. All right, so now let's do a little review and then we'll try the whole riff together. All right. So remember, you're starting on the 7th fret, which is an E. You're going to the open A, 5th string. C sharp is on the 4th fret, and B is on the 2nd fret. So you only have the 7th fret, the 4th fret, the 2nd fret, and the open A. All right? Cool. So again, only 4 notes, and one of them is open. So you're really only playing 3 frets, the 7th, the 4th, and the 2nd. So how about we try the whole riff from the very beginning, nice and slow. So remember, the first half of the riff, you're ending, and then you go back. All right? Okay, starting on the E on the 7th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the E. Just like that. Cool, that's fun. Why don't we do it again? This time, once you get to the ending, let's repeat it and play the whole riff again. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the beginning. Awesome, really good, nice. It's a fun riff to play for sure, and you can keep repeating it on a loop as much as you want. I would definitely practice it slowly, and then you can always speed it up. It's more important to go slow and make sure you have the correct rhythm and notes and you're shifting very well versus to try and play it really fast and it's just sloppy and it won't sound good and you'll probably get frustrated. So just go slow at first, and you can always speed it up later for sure. Another thing I wanted to mention, when you're starting on the E on the 7th fret with your pinky and you have the open A, and then you need to shift. You want to shift while you're playing the open A, so you're ready to go and hit the C sharp. And you want to kind of watch where you need to go, not watch your hand move, because you can move your hand without looking at it. So when I play this, I'm looking at the 4th fret because that's where I need to go and that's where my 3rd finger needs to land. So when I have that open A, I'm focusing on moving my hand down and getting my 3rd finger ready to go. So I'm going to hover it over that fret. That way when it's time, I can hit it. So just kind of waiting and ready to go. You don't want, and then, you know. So try and get in a habit, if you're not already, of moving on an open string. Gives you a little time to move around. So why don't we just try this riff one more time straight through for fun, and then you can practice it as much as you want on your own, all right? Starting on the 7th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, and then again you can repeat. back into it. Awesome. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned something today. And of course, I hope you had fun. I had fun teaching it. If you want to see more videos like this, just let us know. We are going to have some other ones coming out with just one string songs, which again is great for beginners, or if you're just trying to learn something new and something for fun. Even if this was easy for you, it's something you can just play whenever. You could also teach it to one of your friends if they're trying to learn guitar and something easy to play. So again, I hope you had fun. This was a lot of fun to play and teach you. If you would like to see more videos like this, just let us know. If you have any suggestions for videos, we have some ukulele videos and classical guitar videos as well. And yeah, I hope you have a great day and you have fun practicing. See you next time. Bye.